The following has been paid for by the Pens World Order. Crap 7, clear the line. Pens lose 5-2 to the Winnipeg Jets in the Great White North, and it wasn't even that close. This is the Let's Go Pens fan react as, Do Theory. There are two analogies I'm going to use for this video. The first is a gambling one, which is, I don't know how many of you have ever been out to Vegas, Atlantic City, Branson, at Rivers Casino. Anyway, you're playing craps. You're on a run. You're doing good. You're like Steve Martin and Sergeant Bilko, rolling great, going. It's easy. It's simple. It's behind the back. And eventually, you just do one more roll. You got 3 stacks of chips. You put 1 stack in. You throw and crap 7. Clear the line. That's exactly what happened to the Pens today. We were due for this. We were absolutely overdue for a clunker. And wouldn't you know it, we were going to take our big-time upset city show on the road to the Great White North, to Winnipeg. You know what? We've been doing really good this week. We beat Vancouver. We beat Minnesota. We stole a point against the Flyers. And you know what? Yeah, we're at the top of the NHL right now. Everything's great. Everything's awesome. We're great. Everything's good. Let's see how we can do against Winnipeg. Let's see how this goes. 2 goals in the first 2 minutes. Gabriel Velarde on the first shot. First 5th of the season. Brad Lombardi, 243. Uh-oh. And then I didn't even have to see any of these replays to know what happened. From what I read, Shelov's had a bad game. It's the freaking Winnipeg Jets who have the American fighter jet Connor Hellebuyck. Remember, it's Connor Hellebuyck during the regular season. His powers are activated. And we were just due, weren't we? Vladislav Nemestikov gets his 8th in the second. And then, I shouldn't have to say this, but Antarius Shelov's, if you're a goaltender, 10 the goal. You even got bailed out for a penalty shot because he threw a stick. Oh no, I tried to play a puck. Yeah. I'm going to throw my stick like Darth Vader. Results in a penalty shot, and Kyle Connor goes, ha, 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 in the net. Short-handed penalty shot. Do Theory. Sidney Crosby would deflect an Erik Karlsson bomb for a power play goal. Got to keep that point per game streak going. To make it 4-1, Blake Lizotte made it respectable at 4-2 with his second. And then Kyle Connor went, all right, paintballers. That's it. All right, paintballers. That's it. And just ended it. And that was it, 5-2. 5-2 Winnipeg. And, again, maybe we were getting a little big for our britches. Maybe we were up a little too high this season. Maybe we were. But I'm reminded of a Star Wars comic before the dark times, before the Disney. The Crimson Guard, you may have heard of them. You probably won't. The Crimson Guard were the elite guard of the Emperor. These were his right-hand men. If you ever played Star Wars The Force Unleashed, it was the last enemy you faced before you took on the Emperor. Or at least took on Darth Vader in the Death Star. These men were trained how to repel the force, given equipment that would withstand force push. They couldn't be as easily lifted in the force unless you were a Jedi Master, and had beam weapons that could deflect lightsabers. However, when these men were put up against Darth Vader for realsies, he wiped the walls with them. Didn't kill him, but he just 3 panels, bam, 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 done. All too easy. Walks away and says, you need to train more, and just walks right off. That's exactly what Winnipeg did to us. We thought we're good. We can be in the upper echelon. The Pens are going to be the story of the season. Bam! No, you're not. It's the anime protagonist getting his first shot at the main villain of his training arc. No. But games like these are good. Games like these are good. It shows where you need to work on, and boy, do we. And I saw this interesting little infograph on X earlier today. The Pens do actually give up a lot of shots per game. I think they're in the bottom 5 of the league. Giving up the most shots in the slot, the most shots in the inner slot, which I think's that little line area in between the circles, the absolute primo real estate if you're a shooter where you want to be, the most shots in that area. And it makes you wonder, is goaltending saving this team? Is Shelov's playing out of his mind? Is Jarry playing at the standard we've known from him 3 or 4 years ago? Who's to say? Food for thought. This is a burn the tape game. Burn the tape, go home, or actually burn the tape, get on the plane, go to Toronto. And we take on the Fighting Steve Dangles on Monday. It ain't going to get much easier, boys and girls. I mean, yeah, maybe we beat a lot of teams we were supposed to. But we take on, Monday against the Maple Leafs. And then we don't play again until Thursday as, Capitals are coming to town. But they're primed for the pickings. And we catch them on a tail end of a back-to-back. So who knows? So, we'll see, boys and girls. One burn-the-tape game isn't bad. But when you have multiple burn-the-tape games, then there's smoke. And where there's smoke, you know. Anyway, don't worry about it too much, Pens fans. That is it. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching for this. Like and subscribe to the channel. We'll be doing more of these after each and every Penguins game. Let's go, Pens. Keep the faith, and we'll catch you next time.